Who is Noli Aurelio?
Noli Aurelio could be anybody, or he could even be nobody. I was, I was a little boy, and my my first interest was magic, and my second interest was drawing, and my third was music. And since there was no other way to access magic, uh, drawing was, of course, everybody had notebooks and everything. So, but I didn't have any guitar. My brother, um, my elder brother, had his own guitar, which he never asked, he never wanted me to use because I was little. I was only about, I was 6. So, and then that aroused my interest because he was playing. My brother was playing so well, and it was the very first thing that it inspired. He was my first inspiration, and he was the one playing those Chet Atkins pieces. And then I heard that, okay, so Chet Atkins is ow, 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 like that. And so it sparked that fire inside so much that when he would go to school, I would at times skip school and pretend to be sick and everything, just so I could go home and get the guitar on the wall. So that was how. And then when he saw me that I could not be prevented holding his guitar, he taught me in a very unorthodox way. He would like go like that, but did not show me how it was done. So it was like, if I was here, he would like go like this. Let me find the chord. So that's how I also developed that the widow thing. When I was a teen, because I knew that somehow I would be able to be a musician there than here. Um, because of course, mas haluag dito well, I would say challenge, or battlefield. Uh, not for but I did when I was a little boy, and when up to now I love challenges. And so for me, I could not find any challenge being a musician here in Tacloban, in our hometown. So I had to go there. And also, okay, I first heard Himig Natin when I was grade 6, and I was 11 years old then. And I fell in love with that music, with that epic anthem piece, that I said to myself, I'm going to Manila, I'm going to look for Juan de la Cruz, I'm going to look for Pepe Smith, and I'm going to befriend them. So that included Resty Fabunan of Maria Cafra, Gary Perez of Sampaguita, Edmond Fortuno, Anak Bayan. That, and those guys, those were my heroes, are still my heroes. Edmond, Edmond passed on na. Edmond Fortuno passed on na. But they're my heroes. They also stirred my fire, the fire. So there was nothing like that here. And that's why I do.
There's writing on the
Good. Okay. Good question. I will answer that how I approached it, not like how I did it, because I don't think I did anything, but how I approached it was this. At the back of my mind, because my tatay said, you want to make it as a musician? Okay. Write a song, make it a hit, then you're done. You're good. You're there. And I did not want that. My approach to being a musician was this. I'm just going there. I'm just gonna play. Not even try to make people happy. I'm just gonna play and be happy with what I'm doing. And I think it's an automatic thing that if you're happy, it exudes, it's there. And they can feel it. The cleanest players can also sound bland. I did not go for clean. I went with how it felt. And so you would say like that thing did, because it's synonymous to success. Success being, hey, I had lots of hits. I had a gold album, a big house and 2 cars and everything. That was not my measure. Of course, I don't have 2 cars. I don't have a big house. But my measure for success was just be happy and go for it. Go for your spirit, for your calling. And that will you will be guided. Just trust the universe. Trust your inner self. And you won't lose a thing.
So, is it your philosophy?
Yep.
And in your life?
Because for me, music is not just a profession. It's not just a career. It's a vocation. So if you treat it sacred, is there such a thing called sacredly? If you treat it sacredly, no matter what, hey, I'm drinking, and of course, been there, But even with the, wow, just having fun, yung element of just nurturing that sacredness. I tell you guys, no matter what, music will take you where your heart's desires want, where you desire to be, where your soul how many years na ba ang Music and Arts Fest did they have Palyuan? Yan. How many years na before that Music and Arts Fest when I saw a lot of bands writing their own material, come on. I was so inspired and I was so very happy that, wow, there was something and it's still happening. And I hope that those, of course, ang mga band, ang mga kabataan, baga di rin natara na abat yan na batahira, nag-iiba itong bagakuan. Pero para ako, you will not, if you just not lose your dream, that spark inside, the musical spark, if you don't lose it, and that's the whole secret, is not to lose it. No matter what, damo na, nag-iba na trabaho, nag-iba na landas, nag-iba, ayaw, ito pabayay kay ang madadan mo. Kung inabat mo nga calling ito, ayaw ko dito pabayay kay amo ito. And that's why I'm still playing. Wow. Just like how I answered Alan a while ago, that when Michelangelo was 80 years old, when the great Michelangelo was 80 years old, we're not talking about the ambidextrous Michelangelo, but the great Renaissance painter, right? He said, I'm still learning. That's how I see myself. I'm gonna be learning till my last drop of my blood, sweat, and tears, and maybe the beer. I'm still going to be learning. And there's no end to that. That is one of the best challenges that I could say in life. Life is never ending till it ends.
Oh, wow!